Alright, welcome back to another episode of Shreveport Connection with Tommy, aka Tommy the Train, aka Triple T. Alright, this episode is about Monday Night Raw, December 20th, 2010. Had a lot of comedy, especially during the John Cena segment with Vickie Guerrero and also Dolph Ziggler, and Jerry the King Lawler got in a piece of the action too. I'll get to it as they start off the show. They start off the show with and there was an announcer announcing Miz to come down. He comes down to the ring, but there's no Michael Cole at ringside. There's only at the I should say at the announcer's table. There's nobody but Punk and Jerry the King Lawler. Miz cuts a promo and leaves, saying he keeps saying that he is still WWE champion over and over again. Alex Riley comes out dressed as a ghost of Christmas past from the Christmas Carol book. He shows footage of Miz beating Lawler on Raw a few weeks ago. Miz says he is proud of that and does not regret anything he has done in the past. Cole comes out next, dressed as Ghost of Christmas Present. He says Miz's actions from last night were vintage, but were also wrong. Lawler says Charles Dickens is turning over in his grave. And then they just show a Photoshop picture of an angry Miz girl appearing on the big screen with a moving mouth. She claims that she's the ghost of Christmas future and says that Miz needs to change his ways or John Morrison will beat him. Miz then says his usual crap and really, you suck. Well, okay. John Morrison then comes out, says that he was really stupid, just as Miz wasn't quite finished saying what he had to say, and he said that was just really stupid. Nobody knew where it was coming from, because it didn't come from the announcer's table. Right after that, then you see John Morrison coming down the rampway. He comes down to the ring, says he has beaten the Miz in the past, he has in the present, and he knows he can beat him in the future, and he will be the new WWE champion. Sheamus is out after that and attacks Morrison. Miz and O'Reilly bail out as Alex Riley is at the announcer's table, comments to Jerry Lawler, and Lawler decks him. Cole yells at Lawler for his actions. The mystery GM chimes in, but as Michael Cole is yelling, he's yelling at Jerry Lawler and said, "You cannot do that to WWE talent." Well, Lawler is talent, stupid ass, Cole. The mystery GM chimes in and announces a 6-man for your main event tonight. None other than Alex Riley, Sheamus, and John Morrison. I'll take it back. Miz, Alex Riley, and Sheamus versus John Morrison, Jerry Lawler, and Randy Orton, who then appears from on the rampway as Miz is heading up the rampway. As he gets to the stage, acts like a clothesline, but instead hits him with a shoulder. Okay, and they go to commercial after that. They recap the footage from last night's John Cena dropping the wall of chairs on the Wade Barrett. Match number 1, Melina versus Eve versus Alicia Fox. Triple threat for a shot at the Divas title. Natalya's on commentary for the match. Melina wins with a roll-up on Fox. Natalya gets in the ring after the match and shakes Melina's hand. Melina's heel turn starts as she slaps her in the face, and the face is said, instead of shaking her hand, she slaps her in the face and leaves. Backstage, the Bellas are arguing over Daniel Bryan, who's walking in from behind, and they act all happy and walk to the ring, one on each arm. Next match is Bryan defeating William Regal. Pretty good match. Mat-based match. Bryan hooks on the LaBelle lock. And Regal taps out. I mean, immediately. He barely even got his hands on the tap. But Regal did try his Regal stretch, which was one of his submission finishers, and didn't work out. Okay, backstage, Orton walks in on Morrison getting ready for his main event, which is way early in the night. He tells Morrison that if he wins the WWE title, he will be coming after him next. Similar to Goldberg, you're next. Okay, Santino is laying down backstage segment, with Tamina walking on his back. Obviously, he's got some back problems or whatever. Kind of like a massage. Well, Maurice walks in and starts trash talking Tamina, and they start to go at it. Just as they start to go at it, the Raw backstage hands are breaking them up. Mark Henry is in the hallway, and he's talking to Gail Kim backstage, and they're talking about Nexus not being there, and it's so great, so quiet, and it's nice and fresh air. Then Vickie Guerrero walks about, nudges him on the shoulder like with an elbow, and says, "Excuse me," and he makes fun of her bad breath. He was saying so much for fresh air tonight. Okay, next up is your Santino, Marella, and Tamina versus Maurice and Ted DiBiase. Santino goes for the Cobra. Maurice blocks it. Ends up hitting, just slapping his arm right back and hits him in the face. Okay, as he turns around and gives it to himself. Tamina hits Maurice with a top rope splash. Not going to go into it much because that wasn't not even much of a match. John Cena goes, okay, here's your John Cena coming out comedy routine. He talks about Nexus not being there, and it's Nexus free tonight. For the first time in 6 months, he shows different camera angles of the footage from last night of him dropping the chairs on Wade Barrett from the pay-per-view replays last night. 4 different angles. Vickie Guerrero is out with Dolph Ziggler. Just in case you didn't see it, he did there was a chairs on a string. It said about 23 chairs. I didn't count 23. It wasn't well, anyways, to get to the point, they dropped the chairs from 4 different angles. Okay, and Vickie's out with Dolph Ziggler. The crowd is booing Vickie so much that Cena can't even understand what she's saying. Every time she starts to open her mouth, the crowd boos even louder. This is pretty great, as they are in Austin, Texas tonight. Vickie wants Lawler to say sorry and making fun of her last week. He says if he doesn't, Ziggler will beat him up. Lawler says he can't help it, and she is the only diva whose bathtub has stretch marks. Okay, Cena says, I got this one. Vickie is so fat, she has to wake up in sections. And let's see, Jerry Lawler comes back with, God said let there be light. Well, he had to ask Vickie to move out of the way. Cena comes back with another one. Okay, I'll go back to the results. Okay. Alright, sorry for making fun of her last week. It says, yada yada, Cena and Lawler trade fat jokes back and forth about Vickie. Vickie's had enough, slaps Cena in the face. Raw GM chimes and makes a match for right now between Cena and Ziggler. Okay, what John Cena said, he was talking to Dolph Ziggler at this point in time. He was saying, until he saw Vickie, until he saw Vickie naked, he was afraid of the dark. Now that he's seen her naked, now he's afraid of the light. He also called Dolph a double bagger, but he was talking about Dolph calling Vickie a double bagger. But now Cena, you got the understanding that the reason why he called her a double bagger, he has to get a bag and put it over put it over his head, her head, and keep an extra one just in case one of hers breaks. Let's see, Lawler. Okay, Lawler was the one that said about dark. And John Cena comes back with one last fat joke. She's so fat, her baby pics, that when they went to take her baby pics, they had to do it by satellite. Okay, there was your comedy. Okay, John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler. Really good match. Not to me, basic John Cena style match. Crowd is red hot for this. Man, it's one heck of a TV match for Cena, that is. Ziggler tapped out on the STF, but Vickie has the referee distracted. Ziggler tries to hit Cena with the IC title, but he also did the zigzag finisher. Cena countered out of it. But as Dolph he grabs the title and tries to swing and hit Cena. Cena hits the Attitude Adjustment for the win. Great match. CM Punk comes in the ring after the match and nails Cena with a chair shot and leaves, which I did not get to see. I must have looked away or something. But anyway, that's what happened. CM Punk is getting his car in the parking lot as Josh Matthews asks him, well, why did you do that to Cena? He says he was just giving Cena a taste of his own medicine. Backstage, Vickie is yelling at Ziggler and announces tomorrow on SmackDown, live on the USA Network. Pay attention, at 8 p.m. Central Time. Cena versus Dolph Ziggler and herself in a handicap match. And Dolph's look was like, why do I have to do this? I can beat her by myself. Now I got Vickie to put up with too. Okay, your main event. The Miz, Alex Riley, and Sheamus versus Jerry King Lawler, John Morrison, and Randy Orton. Josh Matthews is joining Cole on commentary for this match. Fun match. Heels are working over the knee of Morrison. Hot tag to Orton, who is now cleaning house. RKO and Miz. And Lawler gets the pin. Lawler could have already gotten the pin, but Orton's just pushed him out of the way. RKO. Miz just rolls him up. Raw GM just chimes in after that happened. He announces that tomorrow night another match assigned. USA Network will see The Miz versus Randy Orton. They didn't say it was a title match. They didn't say non-title. So it could change because they've changed quite a few things lately, which I will go into my next video, which will... this is the end of the Raw. There was a Raw dark match. Okay, like I said, the Raw GM, they said the match will be Miz versus Randy Orton. Miz is trying to jump Orton from behind, but he is ready for it, and Miz bails. Okay, the Raw dark match was a tag match, not much. John Cena and Randy Orton pinning I believe it was the heels, Sheamus and The Miz. Yep. And apparently there's going to be a dark match for the next few weeks. On Monday Night Raw tapings is John Cena and Randy Orton tag teaming versus Wade Barrett and The Miz. Special guest referee Michael Cole. Yeah, Michael Cole's going to be a referee. No word yet on if they plan on putting Cole as a referee on TV or pay-per-view in a special guest role yet. Okay, that's going to be it for the Monday Night Raw. Peace out.